In 2026, something very big is happening in the electric car world, and it comes from Hyundai. This car is called the 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 3, and even though it might look small compared to giant SUVs or superfast sports cars, it could end up being one of the most important electric cars Hyundai has ever made. Not because it is the fastest, or the biggest, or the fanciest, but because it is made for real people, real families, and everyday life. Let's imagine the car world like a big game. At first, electric cars were like special prizes only a few players could afford. They were expensive, fancy, and mostly bought by people who wanted the newest technology no matter the price. But now, the game is changing. More and more people want electric cars that are affordable, easy to use, and practical. And that is exactly where the Hyundai Ioniq 3 comes in. Hyundai has been working very hard on electric cars for years. You might have heard of cars like the Ioniq 5 or Ioniq 6. Those cars showed the world that electric vehicles can look cool, charge fast, and drive far. Hyundai even planned to build many of these cars in the United States. But then, things got complicated. New rules, higher taxes on imported cars, fewer government discounts for electric vehicles, and even unexpected events in 2025 made selling EVs in America much harder than before. So Hyundai had to think smart. Instead of giving up, they changed their strategy. They looked across the ocean to Europe, where electric cars are still growing fast and people are excited to switch away from gasoline. That is why the Hyundai Ioniq 3 is so important. It is designed to be affordable, stylish, and practical, especially for European buyers, but its impact could reach the whole world. Think of the Ioniq 3 as the electric car that brings EVs to everyone, not just grown-ups with big wallets. Hyundai wants this car to be the kind of EV that families can buy, young drivers can dream about, and cities can easily support. It is meant to be friendly, simple, and smart. So what does the Ioniq 3 look like? We don't know everything yet, but Hyundai gave us a big hint with a concept car called the Concept 3, shown in Germany at a huge car show in Munich. This concept looked futuristic, almost like something from a video game. It had sharp lines, cool pixel-style lights, a sleek hatchback shape, and a sporty spoiler at the back. It even reminded some people of the old Hyundai Veloster, but way more modern. Now, the real Ioniq 3 probably won't look exactly like that wild concept. Carmakers usually calm things down a little for production cars, but Hyundai is known for keeping a lot of its cool design ideas, so we can expect the Ioniq 3 to still look fresh and exciting compared to other small electric cars. Underneath the cool shape, the Ioniq 3 is expected to share a lot with another popular electric car, the Kia EV3. Kia and Hyundai are like cousins. They share technology but make their cars look and feel different. The Kia EV3 has already been doing very well in markets where it is sold, which is a good sign for the Ioniq 3. The Ioniq 3 is expected to use Hyundai's eGMP electric platform. That might sound complicated, but it really just means it's built on a special electric car base designed to be efficient, safe, and roomy. This platform allows the car to have a flat floor, more space inside, and better balance on the road. The car is likely to come with two battery choices. The smaller battery is expected to be around 58 kilowatt-hours, which is great for daily driving like going to school, work, or the store. The bigger battery, around 81 kilowatt-hours, would be for people who want to drive longer distances without charging as often. Both versions should be able to go a long way on a single charge, especially compared to older electric cars. Charging is another big deal. Hyundai is known for fast charging technology, and even though the Ioniq 3 will probably use a 400-volt system instead of the superfast 800-volt setup, it should still charge quickly enough to be convenient. That means less waiting and more driving. The Ioniq 3 is expected to be offered with front-wheel drive and possibly all-wheel drive too. Front-wheel drive is great for efficiency and city driving, while all-wheel drive helps in rain, snow, or slippery road. That makes the Ioniq 3 flexible for different climates and countries. Now let's talk about price, because this is where the Ioniq 3 really becomes exciting. Hyundai is aiming for a price around 30,000 euros in Europe. That puts it in the same group as other affordable electric cars like the upcoming Volkswagen ID Polo, new electric models from Renault, and even cars from Chinese brands like BYD. This is a very competitive space, and Hyundai knows it has to get things right. Europe is especially important because electric car sales there are still strong. Unlike the United States, where EV sales have slowed down a bit, Europe continues to build charging stations and encourage people to go electric. That makes the Ioniq 3 a key player in Hyundai's future plan. But what about the inside of the car? While we don't have full details yet, Hyundai's recent cars give us good clues. The Ioniq 3 will likely have a clean, simple interior with digital screens, smart controls, and plenty of space for passengers. Hyundai usually focuses on making cars easy to understand, even for people who are new to electric vehicles. Expect features like a digital dashboard, a touchscreen for navigation and music, smartphone connectivity, and lots of safety systems. Things like automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assist, and smart cruise control help keep drivers safe and relaxed. These systems are especially important for family. The Ioniq 3 is also expected to be practical. That means good cargo space for backpack, groceries, or sports gear. The hatchback shape helps with that, making it easier to load and unload items. For city life, this kind of design is perfect. One big question everyone keeps asking is whether the Ioniq 3 will come to the United States. Right now, that seems unlikely. Kia's EV3, which is very similar, hasn't made it to America either. Tariffs, costs, and factory plans make it difficult. But things can change. If the Ioniq 3 becomes a big success in Europe, Hyundai might find a way to bring it to other markets too. What makes the Ioniq 3 special is not just the car itself, but what it represents. It shows that electric cars are growing up. They're no longer just fancy toys for rich people. They're becoming normal, everyday vehicles that anyone can use. The Ioniq 3 is designed to be friendly, affordable, and smart. A car for the next generation. Hyundai knows that the future of cars depends on value. People want cars that look good, work well, and don't cost too much. They want technology that helps, not confuses. And they want cars that fit into their lives, not the other way around. The 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 3 is Hyundai's answer to all of that. It's not trying to be the loudest or the flashiest. It's trying to be the right car at the right time. And sometimes, that's what really changes the world. As electric cars continue to evolve, the Ioniq 3 could become one of those vehicles people look back on and say, that's when everything changed. It's the kind of car that could put millions of people behind the wheel of an electric vehicle for the first time. So keep an eye on the Hyundai Ioniq 3. It may be small, it may be affordable, and it may be simple, but it just might be the electric car that shapes the future. In 2026, something very big is happening in the electric car world, and it comes from Hyundai. This car is called the 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 3, and even though it might look small compared to giant SUVs or superfast sports cars, it could end up being one of the most important electric cars Hyundai has ever made. Not because it is the fastest or the biggest or the fanciest, but because it is made for real people, real families, and everyday life. Let's imagine the car world like a big game. At first, electric cars were like special prizes only a few players could afford. They were expensive, fancy, and mostly bought by people who wanted the newest technology no matter the price. But now, the game is changing. More and more people want electric cars that are affordable, easy to use, and practical. And that is exactly where the Hyundai Ioniq 3 comes in. Hyundai has been working very hard on electric cars for years. You might have heard of cars like the Ioniq 5 or Ioniq 6. Those cars showed the world that electric vehicles can look cool, charge fast, and drive far.
Let's do a deep dive into the Hyundai Ioniq 3 concept's absolutely wild design language. Okay, so this thing is pure retrofuturism. It's way more than a car, it's a statement. First up, let's talk about that shape. It really just breaks all the typical car rules. It's got this single volume look with these super sharp, chiseled lines. So aggressive, right? All right, now for a huge part of its identity, those things called parametric pixels. So instead of a grille, you get this wild, full-width pixel signature. It just screams electric. And if you look closer, it's this awesome grid of lights. Kinda 8-bit, you know? That whole pixel theme carries right through to the back with this amazing full-width taillight bar. But this design isn't just for looks. It's all about being super, super aerodynamic. Check out these wild wheels and digital mirrors. They're all designed to cut way down on drag. And in the back, that huge spoiler and diffuser are all about maximizing its EV range. Okay, let's head inside. Is the cockpit just as crazy as the outside? Let's see. Whoa, it's this breathtaking open space. That acid yellow and purple light is just something else. And the dashboard is just one clean beam, no clutter. Info is on these cool floating cubes. Even the steering wheel is basically a work of art, and all your main controls are right there. But here's the thing. For all this minimalism, there are some really playful details hidden inside. Like the seat belts, they have this illuminated thrill seeker tag on them. How cool is that? And the displays? They use these retro 8-bit style graphics. It really ties everything together. Even the door speakers have this unique foam-like texture. It just makes you want to touch it. And look at this little tag on the seat, crafted with love. What a great personal touch. So this concept is just incredible. But how much of this wild vision will actually hit the road?